Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. Today I am actually going to start a little bit differently. Normally I'd go right into this, but I just today received an update on something and sorry, having to do some stuff. We got the results of the Deep Blue contest, which I did about 2 or 3 weeks back, possibly 3 weeks. Anyway, so we finally got the results from that. I'm really shocked at how long it took, although I did start streaming the Deep Blue contest like 2 or 3 days after it was finished. So, I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone. Metroid Nerd, Mental Jin, Mower, Metroid T McCad, and Nodever for your submissions to that. And the winner by a single point, and I am looking at the what is it called? I'm looking at the scores here, and this was really close. We're talking everyone was within an 11-point gap. Like, the lowest score was only 11 points under the winner, and the winner was by 1 point. And the winner was Nodever 2. So, you know, for anyone from Metroid Construction watching, or anyone who watched the contest, I don't normally reveal the winners, but then I also wasn't getting notified when they finished scoring and everything. So there's that. So yeah, just wanted to finally get around to finishing up the Deep Blue contest, even though that should have been finished a long time ago. Right, so I'm live at all the platforms, so as usual, disclaimer at the beginning of the stream. Any and all spoilers will result in an instant ban. That ban will be removed upon the completion of Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. If you get banned again for spoilers, you will be permanently banned either until the end of the Ace Attorney series as a whole, or forever. I don't know yet. I haven't decided if I want to be nice or not. That's really up to time to decide how I feel by the end of it. And recap. Something happened. I don't really remember. Right, so we started on Turnabout Serenade. Or, we continued Turnabout Serenade, because I think I started that at the end of the previous Turnabout. And a lot of plot twists and music ensued. Great stuff. I'm at a loss. I yelled at the game a bit for being stupid and convoluted and dumb and stupid. And we have testimony about the fact that she can actually see, because plot twist. She's not blind. Or, she is blind. My bad. I mixed up my characters. Also, I think I finally learned the difference between Babel and Virginia. Both completely made up. And both appearing in investigations. Virginia appears in this game as well. It's kind of annoying that I went an entire stream and never noticed I made that mistake, and Techie, instead of telling me I made the mistake, just said, actually, they speak Virginian, which made me sit back and think, oh shit, I've been saying that they're from Babel, but they're from Virginia. Anyways, I think that's the entire recap right there. Great stuff. This case is weird. Let's go. This is a murder trial! Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Whoa! The game just went up to 61 frames per second. Guys, we're doing better than before. Why am I cross-examining? I'm gonna get punished. No. Oh well, it'll send me right back here, so. Is it this? 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 Huh. Hey, I was right though. How many times are we going to have to go through this? Oh wait, this is an Ace Attorney game where things like this get repeated constantly. And later on down the road, in the next 2 games, we're going to get repeated mentions of this. And then in the side game, Investigations 2, we're going to get even more references to this. Although, no, I think Investigations 2 did outright reference the DL6 incident. Remember the DL6 incident. Yeah, I don't really know where we're going with this. I'm at a loss. Dang, now I need to play Investigations 2. Oh my god, that's so... I need that in my life. But I also stand by the fact that I think that Capcom missed a great chance to make a pun with DL6 and their DLC cases. But I'll let it slide for now. Why did I move my mouse over there? Huh, I didn't notice. Investigations 2? I'm concerned for what I'm about to find out. He honestly looks like someone who would be an Interpol. Interpol? Interpol. Huh. Well, I shouldn't be surprised by this. I am actually completely surprised. He's an Interpol agent. Alright, it was a suicide. I'm determined now that this is a suicide. I will prove it as such. And then we can prosecute the dead guy, because that works. Who dares shout, hold it? Uh-oh. But that's not possible. Oh my god. He missed the cue. Oh my god, it makes sense. But how is he not on stage? Unless he wasn't meant to be on stage. I mean, it fits, right? He missed his cue. We have all the information we need. There's just one thing that bothers me, and that's the fact that he wasn't on stage, even though he should have been. Alright, if we... No, because it's playing here. Well then. I love how he just... No way. That's not possible. I mean, it's not the first time that a detective... Oh, wait, hold on. That wasn't a detective, that was a prosecutor. Well, I guess, now you have investigations too in which a detective did commit a crime, so it's not too far-fetched to believe that a detective could be fingered as a witness. I will never be able to say that without thinking of investigations. Did I say investigations 2? Because I'm in investigations 1. It was a case in investigations 1. And actually it's the last case, which is why I can't refer to, accusations as fingering a suspect. I'm trying to think, have we had a detective that actually killed someone, though? Up to this point, because I'm having trouble remembering, but... Because I don't think that... Okay, I didn't think so. I can't remember the detective's name from Investigations. The one who I, like, hated at first and then grew to love. And then was really depressed when he went to court for being one of the Yatagarasu. I didn't think he killed anyone, because I think he was adamantly against killing, and it was the other lady, the defense attorney, who committed murder. Repeatedly. Can I choose the answer? I didn't mean to hit that! I wouldn't have guessed that. I should have. It was probably kind of obvious, I just don't think I've been thinking very well. After about the 2-hour mark, I start getting very tired of this. So it might be worth it to, like, after this game, when I start doing the other Ace Attorney games, it might be worth it to start doing, like, a double up on the stream. 2 hours of Ace Attorney and then an hour of something else just for relaxation. I just don't know what I'd do in that time. Although I am considering Stardew Valley. I haven't done any testing for it. I should definitely test Stardew Valley to see if it'll work correctly, but I would actually really like to do Stardew Valley on stream. I've just been having trouble finding the time, given the fact that I have been looking forward to doing Ace Attorney for a long time. Huh, some top secret mission, you say? Is it, perchance, poker? I, I have to imagine he gave up poker after that case. I doubt I'll get anything out of this, but it's worth a test. A try? An attempt. But he doesn't speak English, as far as I'm aware. Although we're probably about to find out. I mean, I'm trying, but I keep getting my lawsuit papers rejected off of feeling. Um... I mean... I guess. This is where the American part of Japanica comes in. The whole difference between not guilty and innocent. Which is one of the things that I struggle with. Wait, what? What? Do what now? I'm gonna present this. Never trust the translators. I saw that. Why is my ring acting up? I didn't think I could use it outside of court. Maybe I can't. No, I don't think you're imagining it. He's a Borginian from Borginia. Okay. So it's sort of like the Psyche lock system where I can tell he's lying, but as opposed to having to break locks, I just have to present evidence. I don't have the evidence with me. I'm absolutely 100% certain there's no way I have the evidence. Now why can't I go from the detention center to the Sunshine Coliseum? I have not been here yet, by the way. Magic days, or defense days, that took me way too long to understand. When do I get to see Apollo's house? I want to see Apollo's house. Where does he live? I do kind of want to just shout objection into the sky. There's only one thing here that I'm interested in looking at. Yeah, where... If Apollo hadn't asked, I would have asked, where are you going to fit that? That thing is huge. I don't want this. It's bad enough that she knows magic. Alright, to the backstage hallway. I guess I should talk to her. Wait, hold on. I can't forget. Nope, I can't skip through this, so... Interesting. We literally just went through this. Why do we need to do this again? I want to be able to use the mixing board to change the backing music. We get some like Metal Gear Solid, I think that's 4, that first introduced the music playing ability. In Metal Gear Solid 4, you had the MP3 player, and that actually affected the game. Listening to certain music would increase your stress level, listening to other music would decrease it, and I think some of the music did some special effects. I'm not entirely certain, never played it. Came back in Metal Gear Solid 5, though. I just want the ability to change what music I'm listening to. I don't know if Metal Gear Solid 3 had the MP3 system. I don't think it did. What if it wasn't him? Huh. Maybe. Maybe she's secretly Agent 47. I don't think I need to show you anything. I'm going in here. Too many mysteries. That wasn't there before, was it? Is that the brooch? That shouldn't still be there though, because we picked it up. It's true. Wait, can I examine the stepladder? Am I too late to get another stepladder joke? It's possible. Dang. She doesn't get paid enough, apparently. I mean, I don't think there's really anything left for me here. I don't really see anything in that room. I might have to go back in, but you know. Again, I don't really see anything in this room either. I could be missing something obvious. Something I saw before that I didn't get. Not seeing much. Oh hey, the stage is lowered. So far, nothing new. It's making me go through the exact same text, and I can't even skip it. Is that... Yep. I was trying to get the stupid guitars. I have a feeling that a guitar is important to this. I don't need hints yet. I'm not done investigating. You know you're a lawyer. You know you're a real lawyer when you're in a situation you don't like and you just shout objection over and over again. I mean, there's still this earpiece. but I can't. I already looked at all of this. What is that? Yum, chocolate snackoos. It won't let me look at the thing. Alright, look in the hallway. I want to pick up the earpiece. I can't be the only well, obviously Trucy does. I have been lied to. I was told to look in the hallway, and then I was told he was wrong. Alright, so I must not be done in here. We're in the other room. What if I examine more crap? What if I just keep on examining until I have nothing left to examine? Roots! Okay then. Stop opening that! There's a guitar case here. I wonder. Why? I point at the guitar, and the game says mirrors. Come on. I have a theory. It's not a good theory, but it is a theory. I mean, I've been everywhere. I've spoken to her. It might be. I might need to go back somewhere. Guitars. I've already looked at all of this stuff. I feel like I would notice something that was changed in the rooms I've already investigated. Stop opening that! Why? Why does Citra have a spot on the status bar that you click and it opens up the public chat rooms? Why did they stop? Maybe it's because of all the dying that occurs. Is that just gonna give me the same thing? Yep. I don't think I have everything I need, no? No, that's not it. I don't think I have what I need. So... Alright, Trucy, I'm going to start. No, I can't ask you for help. Why can't I ask her for help in every other game? It's the most useless feature, and the one time that I want that feature, I don't get it. I could be missing some stuff to present to you. I can't tell you about this brooch that I wear. Postcard? I don't think I have anything left to show to her. I don't know, I'll show her this. Alright, I have to be missing something. Oh. Alright, so there's only like a lot of places I can go to, but only like 3 of these areas have anything to do with anything, so I wonder. Wow. What do I just look at everything? Hmm. Alright, well we got updated information on the 2 guitars, but that didn't really do anything. Wait, I actually have to talk to her? I'm going to scream. I actually have to talk to Trucy. This is depressing. Why do I need to talk to my sidekick? She's useless. Oh, I actually do have to. I actually have to talk to her in order to progress the story. That's annoying. Why does this song sound familiar? This song sounds familiar. Who's this jerk? I forgot to mention that. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen him 7 years ago. I can't tell if I like him or hate him. He seems almost arrogant, but not quite arrogant. Well, at least we finally have confirmation that she is not Phoenix Wright's daughter, which is pretty obvious. He blew up an amusement park. Oh. Oh. I'm starting to see where this is going. So, I'm convinced this guy's a criminal. It certainly sounds like a criminal. Maybe not. I don't know. But if his partner is who I think it is, then I'm starting to see how this happens. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Oh no. Oh good. We're running at 30 frames today. So, we're doing better. Did you just give me the lag tape? Do I now have the ability to lag the game whenever I want? Not very animated. Okay, I guess it's the piano playing isn't animated much. The guitar playing is somewhat animated. I'm actually giving commentary on this now. I just realized that the I guess I'm only just now really paying attention, but the music actually follows the lyrics. So you could figure out how to perform this, and that's interesting. Okay, watching this again, it becomes kind of obvious he wasn't expecting it. Before I thought it was just part of the act. Also, she's magical. She's right. It is almost as good as it was live. Actually, it was better because this time it ran at 30 instead of 20. So I did something right. Is that in my court record yet? Can I just lag the game? Do I get a lag button? I've always wanted one of those. Yes! Great. It takes the game a second to properly catch up. Alright, so I have the thing. Time to start my investigation proper. I'm going to present this. But I want to know. Well, I guess Techie was right, I had to do that. Hey, Techie! You were a little bit behind when you said look in the hallway. I needed to unlock this section first, so... I love some of the fourth wall breaking sections that are done well. Sometimes it's just weird, like when Apollo is thinking to himself, but Trucy knows exactly what he's saying, or someone else knows exactly what he's thinking. I guess I said saying instead of thinking. Attached? I'm not some kind of robot. But it was just jotted down in my notes. Are you reading my notes now? Are you reading my court record? I think I have it. But I personally think I know what's happening. It proves that what's-his-face speaks English. But what it doesn't do is explain how it proves that, so I'm going to go and present it to him. As soon as I find out whether or not I need to present it to Prosecutor Gavin. I'm assuming he's around here somewhere, right? No? Okay. Alright, presenting it to you. Oh. Nope. That's what I was worried about. So no, I haven't 100% proven that you can speak English. Can I present it to you? Oh, hold on, I should present this. He's trying to get rid of my attorney's badge! Oops, that's not what I was doing. Nope. Why would you get rid of my evidence? I need this evidence. What kind of jerk just makes evidence disappear? Oh, I realized that what I didn't do is I didn't check to see if... Nope. Nothing there. What if I present it to you? Of course, I miss showing it to her. Alright, we've got some Apollo theory here. We know it's not true, though. Because for that to be true, she'd have to have been eating snackoos when she was a child. Hold on. I haven't checked. Nope. Alright, so I presented that to you. That should... That's not what you want. That should trigger whatever event is needed to progress. So now we ask ourselves, what is the event I'm looking for? Is there an event? Let's head back in here. Excellent! It did trigger the event! Alright, we're good. Oh god, it's Snackoo Lady. They must be cheaper than peanuts. Hold on. As usual, I need to present this. Oh, nope, I just get the same thing. Okay. I mean, she's not wrong. Why can't we have that? Why is it always some obscure thing that then turns into this huge 3-day trial that ends with some witness turning out to be the murderer, and the entire case has essentially just become the opposite of what we were trying to prove from the beginning? And why is it that I can't get the not guilty verdict without pointing my finger at someone else and saying they have to have done it, and then having them admit to doing it? I mean, hell, if they just stopped admitting that they did it, we'd get nowhere with this court system. So they should just stop, because then I'd get a guilty verdict every time, and they'd be found not guilty, and the case would be closed. Although I think you can reopen cases if new information comes up, but I don't know how that fits into this universe's fucked up court system. Do we really have to go through this again? I don't want to. Oh my god, I have to re-examine the piano? Look at this game! Oh my god, it's just... I would never have figured that out. What if it turns out that she did it? Trucy did it. She's the only one none of us can read. She's magic. What is that? That does seem curious. Nom 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 nom. What if I show you this? Nope. Alright, so you found a thing, but I don't get to see it. Fine, you win this round. Let me go re-investigate the piano again! Why do I have to re-examine the piano? Or did you make a typo? Well, I feel like if you made a typo and didn't mean piano, you would have corrected me. I re-examined the piano. So now I'm mad at you, Techie. You and your lack of help. Hold on, I need to double check something. Under the sofa. Why can't I skip this? I've already looked at this. I've got to be missing something here. Wait, what? It changed. I've already re-examined the piano. God, it's gotten so annoying. Like, the only thing I really have is this room. Everything else is pretty much done. What if I examine the pistol? I've talked to you. You didn't give me the thing. I've shown all my evidence to you. Everything that's important, at least. Unless I need to show her, like, the keys or something. I don't know what else to do. No? Did I? I think I did. No, I didn't. Maybe it was him. Fine. It's just getting annoying and tedious and stupid, and I hate it. I'm ready for this case to be over. I'm sick of it. So let me guess, he's gonna be on the stage now. But I'm going to go in here anyways. Investigate everything up to the point that I know where I need to go. It's reached a point of annoyance where it's no longer me actually investigating things, but just me running around places showing people random crap and hoping that it triggers the next event. but didn't he say no? Also, examining the piano again. What does the switch do? This game. It takes this guy being here for her to actually want to use the piano. It looks like a lighter. I mean, it looks like a lighter. I'm not gonna lie. What if I present it to you? Excellent, we're down to 40 frames. We're doing a little bit better now. Oh nope, it's dropped down to 30. She'd have to move really fast. I just want to point out that I don't think that this is physically possible. You'd have to be able to throw the cloak. Actually, I guess if the cloak were on a pulley system or on a line, you could have the cloak flying and just make it look like it was thrown and that it's floating over, which would give you the time to move the person over. And if that's the case, that solves one of the issues I have with this. The other one being her just magically appearing, which obviously doesn't work. Didn't I already do that? Yeah, that doesn't seem good. Why is always someone disappears? Wait. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, you say? Around the time that Phoenix Wright lost his attorney's badge? I think it all ties together here. I just don't know how. It's magic. You just... I think I've already examined this. It's making me wonder. It has to be tied into this, though. So obviously, the only thing left to do is present the switch! Did we just solve the mystery of the flaming guitar? Hey, I wasn't wrong. I said it looked like a lighter. It lit the guitar on fire. But why is it in this room? Though, wouldn't you notice if there were an igniter in your guitar? Unless it were secured to the guitar. In which case, A, how did the igniter not burn up? And B, how did you secure it into the guitar? You'd have to unstring the guitar, put the igniter in, secure it somehow, and then restring the guitar. Which would be why the keys were stolen. The keys were stolen to get to the guitar so that you could open the guitar case, pull the guitar out, put the igniter in it. But then why? There are so many things we don't know, and the answers are usually the answers to why. So can I actually talk? Yep. Huh. Good, we have a diagram. Excellent, so now we have that. I'm starting to see that whole, like, you end up with 4 pages of... Oh, I only have 2. Maybe it's later games that you end up with, like, 4 pages of random stuff? So, where to now? Well, I think I've done everything in there. What if I present stuff to you? that's not what I wanted to click on. No. So. I mean, I can show it to you. Nope. Alright, so. I can show it to you. I feel like both of these go together. Alright, finally, something new. I didn't really want to talk to him. Oh good, maybe I can go to the prosecutor's office. Yay! I finally get to go to the prosecutor's office in a Phoenix Wright game. That isn't Rise from the Ashes. I don't like his hair. He seems nice. Did I... Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, it's all the same series. Oh, nope, I don't get to go to the prosecutor's office, just explicitly his... Oh. I think I prefer Edgeworth's office, honestly. Stop leaving mysterious objects in my office. Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay. So, the recording I have, I think, leads into his theme song. It's the intro to his theme song. But when you're talking to him and it starts the theme song, it actually, starts up from part 4. Right? No, this is the part that's in the mixer. everything. It all fits together somehow. Objection. God, it must suck to have to take on two different, like, personas. Honestly, I wouldn't do it. I'd always be Prosecutor Gavin and lead singer of Gaviners, although I'd probably not do both at the same time. I'd probably pick one and not do the other, ever. And I'd probably be a prosecutor because it seems like fun. You get to yell at the judge all the time. Have a whip in the courtroom. Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? What is this, Never mind. Because I realized that what I was about to say could both be taken A, very horribly, and B, wouldn't have been exactly what I was going for anyways. And C, that actually makes it worse. I'm not even going to back myself up here or defend myself because I don't think I made it obvious where I was going with that. I did not read that as bugle. Oh good, now we have 3 pages of, well, you know, but 3 pages of, evidence in Phoenix Wright and in investigations, so. Although investigations, case 5, you end up with a lot of evidence and it got very tiring. That's even after all the evidence cleanup that gets done between parts. I feel bad. Why am I being insulted? It is a lump. Alright, so I guess I should examine it first, and then present my theory. Alright, fine, I'll ask. When will I get to present my theory? Where's my theory button? Theory button should be in top left. just like logic. Logic, theory, court record, ring thingy, save, and other buttons. Literally just other buttons titled other. A couple more buttons. Fill up the entire screen space on the bottom. And continue, or next button, I guess is what this would be called. He transported it as evidence. Excellent, I have the guitar. It's called the sound hole. Also, that's false. Only acoustic guitars have it, and the reason is, well, it's acoustic. It projects the sound, I think. Wait. Why are there two of them? I am concerned. Did I have the igniter? Wait a minute. I figured it out. Well, I figured something out. Alright, so. If everyone in the concert had an earpiece, they have a range of 30 feet. The only way to have heard what happened in the room would be to hear it on the earpiece, which means that whoever shot Lettuce, I'm sorry, I forgot his name is Romaine Lettuce. Whoever shot the salad would have to have been wearing it, or it could have been picked up on his own. Although I don't know if he had one. Would he have been considered? It was the staff, the band members and staff, right? Who had the earpiece? Let me double check. Court record. All concert staff, so he would have had one. Even if the window were closed, she would have been able to hear it. I think we've proven that much. Alright, I'm good. So. I think I'm done there. I've got a lot more to do. Oh wait, there was something I wanted to look into. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't... What? There's nothing left in Gavin's office. What are you talking about? I object. Fine, I'll start presenting more evidence. And maybe start investigating. Here, look at this. Oh, maybe if I show you this. There is something that's been bothering me. I tried to stop him, but my own curiosity got the better of me. Okay, fine. So, I forgot about the phone call big deal, my memory is bad, and I'm only like half functioning. It's a finger. I mean, at least he's somewhat honest and open. I don't really know at this point. Like, it pretty much falls into the whole thing that he is probably the nicest prosecutor I've ever met. The only one to not be only looking for a win, but to actually be looking for the culprit. Except Edgeworth. In that one case where Edgeworth actually stepped back and said, you know what, screw this, I'm helping the defense. Actually, I think he did that twice, but still. Wait. Oh, right, she is blind. I'm like, yeah, I'm mixing up my characters again. Well, there's only one place she could be. Well, there's only one other place she could be. Well, there's only so many places she could be. Is she on the stage? Uh-oh, I'm concerned. We have a dark screen. I'm scared. What am I gonna find? I'm concerned. I see it. I see what's changed. Come on, Apollo. Obviously, this screen has changed. Nah, it's really this. I don't want to open this. I'm scared of what I will... Well, she's not dead. I was worried, although we are at Hickfield Clinic, which concerns me. Though it's still not Hochi Clinic, so we're doing better. Trucy has fallen under the same trap that I have, which is forgetting that the characters aren't who we think they are. We get so used to the fact that we believe that she is able to see, and then we find out that she's blind. Lo and behold, it's hard to get over the fact that she is not blind. Or that she is blind. I don't know words. Mouth words, memory times. I just want to say one thing though. Are we sure it wasn't a boot to the head? I was hit, and then knocked out. But while I was knocked out, I knew... Oh, okay. Okay. So, it's not like they were trying to kill... Well, they were trying to kill her. But they weren't trying to kill her with the case. Interesting. I've got a theory. Am I done here? Why haven't I heard of Virginia? Oh wait, I have, because of investigations, but investigations came out after this, so if we're going to believe that none of us knew that Virginia was a country, why would we know what a cocoon is? She has a theory. Good thing I thought to show that to her. Wow. Oh good, we've got more smuggling. Because I wasn't sick of that in investigations. That is true. Distracted now. Okay. Give me 1 second. My hair was getting in the way. How is this going to help? We don't know if we're going to get anything out of this. I'm going to have to go through. I think he speaks English, or we're skipping the translation part. Why am I getting lag? I'm done. This is on a level worse than unobtainium. The go-to super secret, impossible to get metal that a lot of movies use. No, this is worse than that. We couldn't come up with an actual disease, so we called it incuritis. I guess it's less depressing than saying cancer. I mean, there's no cure for cancer that we're aware of, so it would be interesting to see how that would play out, but no. That we got incuritis. It's even worse because there's a cure for it. There's a cure for a name that literally means a disease that cannot be cured. It's worse than unobtainium, which is a metal that is obtained somehow in movies. My god, this is just bad! I'm gonna start game sinning this. Sinning this game. I'm gonna start my own gaming sins channel. Get absolutely attacked by the real gaming sins. Well, I've got a theory. What if Incuritis only exists within Borginia? So it's Incuritis. I've got nothing. He won't tell me. Yes, we're aware. Alright, I'm now absolutely 100% convinced that Darien killed him. Killed it. Did it. Ugh! Having speech troubles. Huh. So, I've got the theory. I've got everything in place. It's time. And I have 1 hour. Solve it. Didn't even do a Wheatley voice for that. Disappointed in myself. July 10th, 9:49. Oh good, we have 11 minutes. 11 minutes before the trial. Which is funny, because I have 10 minutes until I've hit the 2-hour mark. They almost line up. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, so, if I find him not guilty of murder, he goes on trial for cocoon smuggling and gets killed and gets the death penalty. If he gets found guilty for murder, he gets the death penalty. Which is worse? Which is the worse option? I can save his reputation for being a murderer. Because they don't have a reputation of being a murdering cocoon smuggler, so I guess it's better if I find him, if I have him found not guilty of this particular. Going back to a previous comment I made, in which I said I didn't really understand the difference between not guilty and innocent, I think I've figured out the difference. I think innocent has this connotation of you haven't done anything wrong, versus not guilty really just refers to the particular trial and crimes at hand. So if you're found not guilty for a particular crime, that doesn't mean that you are innocent, it just means that you didn't commit that particular crime, or there wasn't enough evidence to actually have you convicted, I think is the word. So yeah, I think I've solved that now. He seems mad. My god! I hate you! I hate you all! Oh my god, Harry Potter reference! Why? I mean, it was bound to happen at some point, right? We've all got magicians here. Okay, I don't really see why I need to know that, Techie, but okay. Everyone, rip and chat for Techie, because he's gone for a minute to get a drink. But I, unlike him, went ahead and fixed a drink before the stream, thanks to my having to leave the stream for a minute to go get a drink. I mean, doesn't it make sense? There's one huge issue that we have been trying to deal with this entire time, and that issue is how the murderer got out of the room. See, everyone seems to think that it was through the vents, but what if it was a trapdoor? Disappearing act. I think it would be too easy if he gave away the secrets. Aw. Oh my god, he has incuritis, and we have the cure. Yep, I knew it before I even got the thing. Wait, no, court record, court record, court record! I still have 5 minutes to do this, so. Huh. I think that my previous, theory that incuritis exists solely in Borginia might have been true. If this is the first case of incuritis in Japanica, in which case I'm starting to see some necessity in exporting the cocoons, which are magically cures for the incurable disease, incuritis. I still haven't figured out his name either, or if his name means anything. Romaine lettuce. Capcom is so back and forth with their puns and jokes and stuff, and I'm just disappointed. I want to skip this section. I guess Yes, this is a recap for anyone who missed yesterday's... Wait, was that yesterday? No, wait, that was today. This isn't even a recap of what happened yesterday. This is a recap of what happened today. In case you missed the first hour and 58 minutes. And then the lag. Of course I have an objection. Can I raise an objection? Am I allowed to object to this? His name is not Objection. Huh. Really just giving me all the options to pull people up to the stand today. Isn't that great? Why does he know how to say I love you? I mean, I know how to say I love you in French. Why am I dropping down to 48 frames per second? Why can't this game just run normally? I'm annoyed. Alright. Wow. Why am I getting so much lag here, though? This part shouldn't be any different from the rest. He has proof of his innocence, and we had no idea. Both of you testify. We're gonna pull a Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and have 3 people testifying at once. God, that's why I refuse to play that game. I think I mentioned that in stream before, why I will absolutely not play that. Granted, I also said I absolutely will not play Investigations 2 until it's released in America. But if it has a prequel case to the DL6 incident, it might be worth a playthrough. He makes a good point. Wait, why am I cross-examining my witness? This is not how a court of law works. Oh my god, am I actually going to have to use the bracelet? I don't want to use the bracelet. But I knew the answer. Why? My god, this is painful. I don't know why it's lagging this much. It shouldn't be. Hey Techie. Is my stream still up? Give me 1 second. Oh. Okay. So it's just Restream being stupid, I see. Cause Restream literally went down for me. So I wasn't sure if the stream was still up. Why is it lagging? Alright, I'm closing the Restream dashboard because I think that's causing an issue. No. The guitar is in love, guys. I think it's this line, I see it. wait, I forgot. We were trying to prove that he speaks English. Also, I can see through your glasses. Only in that. You can't actually see through the glasses in the normal sprite. You can't see it. Unlike, her little thingy that you can actually see through. You know, that brings up an excellent question that isn't my own. It's actually from one of the YouTubers that I follow and watch pretty much everything, in which they discussed why it is that, like, there isn't a universal language or name for each language. Like, why is it that every single language gets the name translated into the other languages? Why isn't there just a universally accepted name for each language? I'm not going to pursue this. It's just something I don't really care that much about, actually. But I think his point was that the name of the language should remain the name of the language in that language. So, like, Spanish shouldn't be called Spanish, it should be called Espanol. And I don't know, I'm sure that there are reasons why. It was just an interesting topic. I mean, pretty obvious objection. I think I misunderstood what I just did. Why was I trying to prove that he knew the lyrics? I'm actually a little confused. Why am I trying to prove that he speaks English? So she's doing the weird thing where she's talking without her mouth. It has to be this one. Oh, I see it. Okay. Wait a minute. I can move this thing around while I'm perceiving? Gotcha. She's still doing the exact same thing, so that was really easy. Granted, these two characters don't really have much you could do with them to perceive it. Like, all you see are their faces, so there's no other nervous twitch she could really do, except she could shift her eyes, which is what I kept expecting. But Maki did that, I think is how you say that. Well, I think that confirms it. Why am I trying to prove that he speaks English? What is the purpose here? Why am I trying to prove that he speaks English? Initially, my initial thought was if I prove he speaks English, then I can talk to him directly in the detention center, because I thought that was the solution, was prove that he could speak English and he'd actually talk to you. I didn't think that I'd need a translator. Huh. I mean, it means nothing. Oh my god, no. I can't do this. I can't. If I make him testify about the smuggling, then he'll die. I mean, he's fucked either way. There's nothing I can do about this. If I have him testify about smuggling and prove that he is smuggling, he dies in Virginia. If I don't have him testify, then he's found guilty of murder and dies in Japanica. Well, what if we have him testify, and then we use the real Cocoon to save the Chief Justice's life, or kid's life, I guess, and then we figure something out from there. One step at a time. Well, this is getting tricky. I think it is the big chance. Wow, we're just going to jump between witnesses constantly. Don't hit the wall. How did you not hear this report? I guess Gavin never went back to the scene of the crime. Maybe it wasn't hidden. I do like truth nuggets. I like chicken nuggets. But better? I, again, have no idea where I was going with that. I only have 30 minutes left. I do, though. I know what it is. Alright, so that's new. on. It has to be something I can press, right? I don't think that I have the evidence to object. I know what it is! Delighted! I don't know why I'm raising an objection. That's not really objectionable. That's more like a hold it! You mean this switch, right? I mean, it's not a switch, it's more of a button. I have the evidence! I have the evidence! I love the judge! Yes, this is a newfangled phone they invented while you were not looking. I guess it's not. But they would have all been connected to each other. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a short-range phone. Without all the newfangled features like texting or a screen. I mean, it's more like a radio than a phone, honestly. What if I had presented this? Because this was never brought into something. Oh, someone hit a bad note. wait a minute. Alright, so I was thinking this earlier, and I was thinking, well, if you use the switch at the time, of course, it makes perfect sense. It all makes sense. Because thinking about when the switch was used to light the guitar on fire. Which means that the switch was used during the stage show. Exactly when in the stage show, though? Well, our witness here, whose name I have not said this entire time because I don't know how to pronounce it, although I have a theory, but anyways. She would have been... Allow me to pull it up. Right in that space between the dressing rooms and the stage. Using that particular area to move herself to the other side during the magic trick. Backed up by the fact that the magician before leaving had mentioned that that was a very important part of this case. If that's the case, then that proves that the murder was actually done at a different time frame. He was murdered, and the only way he could have been murdered, if we're following this logic, is actually during the guitar serenade thing. Which means that the alibi is invalid. The only 3 people with an alibi happen to be Maki, what's-her-face, and Gavin. Of course, that leaves a huge open flaw, which is the exact timing that the gunshots were heard. It makes sense. Actually, yeah, it makes sense. Alright, so obviously, if that were the case... If what's-his-face were killed... I'm not sure. What if he was killed by a different bullet? But the bullet was never found. But my thought is, what if both gunshots were done... Wait, it is? No, it's not. It's the same. I don't know what you're talking about. How would it change? That's... Stop cheating! That's a spoiler! Do I need to ban you from Twitch? I'll do it. I'm crazy. Anyways, so all of this to say that it makes sense if the gun was fired twice that both shots would hit the wall. But what we haven't figured out, why wouldn't they have found the last bullet? And really, my biggest question is, why the hell were they going through the entire lyrics thing, as opposed to just committing a normal murder? What was the purpose there? But all of this in due time. At this point, we know one thing for certain. The time of death was during the second part of the performance. In which case, all the alibis are switched, and it's great. Good stuff. Can I get it like a quintuple penalty? Hold on. No, it's not a newfangled phone. It's a newfangled lighter. In all fairness, if you take apart a phone... No, never mind. Ignore me. I have a thought, but that thought is actually that... something else. My thought was like, if you were to make your own cell phone, it would probably look something like that. Maybe a little bit bigger, more stuff plugged in, a lot more wires, but the internal parts of a phone would look similar to that, if not for the microcircuitry that we have now. similar to that. Not the exact same, obviously it wouldn't have a lighter built into it. Why was the judge holding it? But why were there 2 igniters? That's something I don't understand. It's pretty obvious. Objection! The timing. He respects me? He has respect for me. Alright, I'm good. I don't need to finish this. I have the one thing I need. Respect from Prosecutor Gavin, who I have very slowly started actually liking. As a prosecutor, as a character, I don't like him, but as a prosecutor, he's really nice. I like him as a prosecutor. The rest can go. Yeah, but I, myself, the person playing this game, have already solved this mystery. The game's finally catching up to me. And guess whose alibi is now false? I don't know where I'm going with this. I like this music. I don't know where he's going. She has divine hearing. I think she was somewhere else. Wait, but wouldn't she have had the earpiece? Didn't she outright say she had an earpiece? Of course, I've got this. I can't... Or is it... here? Okay, thank God. Oh, no, never mind. No, because I'm pretty sure that it's... Ah! This? Oh my god, that is such a pain! Because this is the perfect place to not actually be able to put the cursor over it. And I don't know how much leeway they give you for it. Couldn't she have just... Of course! Ergo, it wasn't actually a window. She wouldn't know it's not a window either. That's obvious! She was obviously up there because it was part of her if we think about the time that we are trying to prove that this occurred, then obviously the most logical step would be she was up there during her performance. Because magic. Magic tricks do tend to fall under trapdoors and stuff. This fits in that area. Do I present the tape? Do I press? I know why, I just don't know how to prove why. I'm just gonna press. I think he's under the exact same issue I am. So I'll object. Who's ready for some 30 FPS music? Wait, I'm not gonna have to scrub through it and find the exact point? So this means that Gavin knew about the trick too. Oh wait, of course we know that because he said that he wanted that trick. That's a really quick move though. Am I going to have to scrub through it? I don't want to scrub through this. It's lag. I don't recall Rise from the Ashes lagging, and Rise from the Ashes, I guess, was technically the first time that we had a full-on animated scene as part of Evidence, no less. How did she disappear though? Wouldn't the trapdoor have to be at the bottom of the floating platform? Wouldn't that cause her to fall down? You can see through the platform too. Ugh, I hate stage performances, says the guy who's also wants to be a stage performer in terms of being an actor. Wait, that's 20 seconds? It's like 20 seconds running at half speed. Is it intentionally running at 30 frames per second? Because the audio quality would suggest it's meant to run at 60 FPS because you can hear all the you can hear it running at 30 FPS. It's not supposed to be running at 30 FPS. The sound is very, very poor when you do that. That was 20 seconds? That was like 2 seconds in game if it were running at full speed. Okay, actually that would be like 10 seconds in game if 20 seconds was running at half speed. At some point I do want to go in and check, like, I want to go in, or at some point I want to go through and, hey, I was right. Oh, because she appears behind them. Wow, that's a long way to go in 20 seconds. Anyways, I want to go and actually listen to this song at full speed. I guess I could. I do still have the 3DS somewhere. I think it's in a bag. I think it's still in the bag. Well, she can't actually clarify this. Like, if you listen to this, you can hear every single little, like... The only way I can think to describe it is, like, when you have a low-quality image and you can count the pixels. It's the musical pixels, because I can't actually think of what they're called. This is illegal! This is not legal! What, you can't do this? You can't tell me that if I can't prove how her trick was performed, it's not fair! There is one really important thing that I do happen to know about tricks like this, from my knowledge of Phantom of the Opera. Specifically, the performance of Phantom of the Opera at Royal Albert Hall for the, I think, 50-year anniversary? No, that can't be right. 25-year anniversary. 30? I forget. It's not 50. Holy crap, I'm way off there. Anyways, I don't remember. The one at Royal Albert Hall that was on Netflix for the longest time, and I think might still be there. And that is that they do a similar trick here. Not actually disappearing completely, but actually going off stage to climb a ladder to get to a higher part of the stage, which requires you to exit the stage. Here's something interesting from that, though. The singing for that particular section was not done live. They couldn't do it live. You can't sing and climb a ladder. So they actually had to pre-record, which is why I guess it wouldn't be too surprising to believe that while she's doing this, she obviously can't be singing, so the song has to have been pre-recorded. Which Gavin would know that they're playing a recording of it, right? Or at least a recording of the vocal line for that particular section. But still, 20 seconds is... For the particular distance that is required for this, 20 seconds is impressive. And I can't prove it. I know that that's how it was done. Because I've seen it. There's also a good bit of information on how they did the production of Phantom of the Opera at Royal Albert Hall, given the limitations of a concert hall versus an actual theater. Yes, if you would please force me to tell you the truth. As opposed to telling you the truth, I'm going to make me tell the truth. I want to get this done today, so we're going to do this even if it risks other stuff. I'm 100% determined to solve this illusion today. I don't care if I solve the trial, this is what I care about. "2 minutes, but that was 20 seconds. God, I hate everyone. I can't figure it out. You can't do it in 2 minutes. That entire song is like 2 minutes long. Do I present the... I figured she... You know what? It makes more sense. Because for whatever reason I was thinking she was crawling. I apparently forgot that I was cross-examining. You said present the... Hold on. I can't look through the... I don't know. I can't watch the video either. That's the worst part, is that the video runs so slow that watching it would be so painful. Wait. I know what it is. And I know when she'd lost the... It's the brooch. Isn't it? It has to be. That can't... Hold on, I need to actually watch her reappear because I need a front shot. I think I'm right though. It's the only thing in this video that I actually have evidence for. you'd have to have... Maybe? Maybe it doesn't zoom in. It doesn't zoom in! I think it's the brooch. There's nothing else. There's absolutely nothing else. Well, that still hasn't changed. I think I have to press here in order to present. I think I'm right. No, stop bringing up the... Stop it! Stop bringing this up! You're wasting my time! I could do this twice as fast if I didn't have to wait in 30 FPS. I mean, you can clearly see the brooch here. You can't see it in the other one? Oh, thank God, we're just gonna cut ahead. You can't see it here, but you also don't have a camera angle that would show it. I swear, you didn't get that shot. I actually kind of considered that it would be this. It would have to be this. It's a very common thing to do with magic tricks. She would have to. Of course! Of course, why else would she know? She had to know about the vent, so that she could drop it in there, because there's only one brooch. But it still creates a very interesting false illusion. Anyone who was actually paying attention would notice that the person who appears 20 seconds later isn't wearing the brooch. But obviously if you swapped the people out and she had the brooch on, you could also notice it. So it should have been taken off from the very beginning, or they should have had a duplicate version. Okay. Yep, it was a recording. No, impossible. That's not possible. Of course. Right, yeah, so, I forgot about that. I know I'm going over. I swear, I'll reach the end of this at some point. Her voice was hidden by her voice. Oh, come on, Techie! This is twice that you have made this mistake in one stream! First it was, you need to investigate the hall to pick up the earpiece. But then it turns out that I'm given the earpiece later. Then it was, check the mixing board, it's different now. But no, because the game outright tells you when it changes the evidence. I didn't forget about it. I kept playing around with it. Please cut the video. If we cut the video, we can listen to the song. So there should only be three channels here. Or tracks? I think they're called tracks. They might be called channels. Techie, you're losing your touch. The old age must be getting to you. It's getting to me too. Even though we're not old at all. Who's this? Stop making me do this! Stop putting me through this! Please stop doing this to me! I didn't notice. Shows how much care and attention I'm paying. Giving? I don't know. Receiving? Chicken. Yeah, she's missing a word. Wait. So there were two brooches. That's actually very different than what I expected, but how did they do this swap? I don't see how they could have done the swap early on. So, where's the problem? Alright, good. I should be able to stop here. Obviously he had to take the stand, otherwise I couldn't prove that it was him. Can we please get a case where I don't actually have to cross-examine the person who did it? And we just... No, wait, no, because by rules of Japanica, I am required by law to force them to admit their fault. Am I going to get a save point? Yes! Alright. 10 minutes later. And we're finally up to the end. So, as usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, leave a rating in the VOD. Feel free to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. I stream every day from 13 to 16 Eastern Standard Time. Most weekdays, I should say, not every day. And all the VODs are uploaded to YouTube immediately following the stream. VODs are available on Twitch for, I think, up to a week for non-followers. I think if you subscribe, you get it for a bit longer, and if you have Twitch Prime, you get it for even longer. I think I still haven't done the research. Important links in the description below. So yeah. See you guys later.